Alright, what's up, you guys? So today I only traded one thing. I traded FUSE. Believe they had a partnership news pre-market. So I ended up nailing this nice morning squeeze. I got a nice 15% gain on this one, I believe. I traded this on my phone at the gym. And I just say that just to be transparent. And so with this first trade, I ended up making about 20 bucks. My profit target was 350. However, I did let it run a little bit just to see what would happen after the 350 area. It did end up smacking back down, so my actual exit was about 349. Um, Now, one of my rules is not to trade a stock right after I make gains on it. I knew that when I made this rule that it was going to be adjusted. And so just recently when I was doing my review for January, I realized I'm just going to allow myself a 30-minute consolidation period to see what's going to happen. You know, whether it fails, whether it consolidates and it starts spiking up again, um, or, it just continues its consolidation period. So usually I've been pretty good about not trading midday fake out breakouts. However, once I did see this popping up again, I was a little bit weary in trading it. But the thing that really got my conviction was this $2 million candle right here. So 2 million shares were traded within this candle. So I was like, okay, maybe this is gonna start squeezing again. Initially, I just wanted to get to four. I didn't want nothing more than that. Four would I would have been okay with. However, it did hit resistance right here at 350, and so then it just ended up failing, which technically I'm not necessarily really surprised, because around this 350 area, it didn't really push past through. It just hit the 360 and then it just ended up dumping. So yeah, I ended up giving back about 75% of my gains with this one. So I ended up ending the day positive, just about $5. With this one, I'm okay with. It just didn't end up working out. Midday fake out breakout, nice big candle. Um, so I didn't win on this one. That's perfectly fine. I did end up paper trading this. I got chopped out right here, and then I ended up getting break even on here. So my entry was in the 270s. I was risking this, and then once it started working, I brought up my stop loss to break even. For this one, I wanted it to retest this 350 area. My plan was to take half size off right here into 350, and then kind of same thing, go to four. Once I take the shares off at 350, then I was just gonna bring up my stop loss to take the rest of my profits into three. Now, usually, especially since last week, I've been a little bit early on expecting these to squeeze more, such as like BNAI last week, and then also feed. So with this after hours movement, I'm not really a fan of this. I'm actually not a fan of how this closed. I was getting a little bit, I don't want to say excited, but um, positive, thinking that we were gonna have a nice little after hours move. But that didn't end up happening. And then I'm gonna see how this reacts at the 250 level. If this breaks 250 and then it floods to two, I don't know if we're going to see that today in after hours, maybe tomorrow pre-market. But if this holds above 250 in the after hours, then I'm definitely going to watch this. But since we had big resistance at 350, I'm just going to see how this really plays out for tomorrow in pre-market. So yeah, this is my trade of the day, you guys. Thank you guys so much.